one last time, I'm back at my standard chart on page 31, but notice that fabric D4 is crossed out here. That's because we're using an alternate method because we have two separate fabrics instead of just one. So if I scroll down to where I would expect to see fabric D4, you can see that I've noted to look at page 36 and 37 instead. Here we are at the bottom of page 36, and you can see that our instructions here are for fabric D4A and D4B. We're going to be using template layout sheet number 10. So we have 3 2 3/4 inch pieces of each of the fabrics, so fabric D4A and D4B. Once again, we are right side up, and we are also stacking fabric B on the bottom, B for bottom, and D2 goes on the top. So we have 6 fabrics stacked. Now at the top of page 37, it continues, and the instructions say to position the 2 Unit D2 template layout sheet papers on the stack and cut a total of 16 pieces matching the shape of the template layout sheet, repositioning if necessary. So again, we're going to have to reuse. So we actually have 2 template layout sheet number 10s, but we're going to have to reposition one of the template layout sheets in order to get this third set over here. So whenever we make our first cut, we have 6 pieces, and when we make our second cut, we have 12. When we made our third cut, that's going to give us 18, but we only need 16, so if you want to pull off one of the A's and one of the B's before making this final cut with that repositioned template layout sheet, that's totally fine. Now, after you've cut these into the template layout sheet, I guess I should show a cut right there as well, we're going to once again resort the fabric pieces by color so that we have a stack of each color. This time we are going to make 1 stack of each color and put 1 template layout paper on each. And once we've done that, then we can proceed to cut all the individual pieces, put your paper clip on the sew side, and place all of those in bag D2. We're on our last fabric for the month, which is fabric D4. There are 2 colors again, so we have a D4A and a D4B. A is the one on top and B is on the bottom. And we're using template layout sheet number 10. I'm going to go ahead and trim this first one, and I also have a second copy of this template layout sheet, so I'm going to do that one next and then come back to you. All right, I have used both of the template layout sheets that I was provided. This gives me 12 strips, but I'm told that I need 16 strips, 8 of each. So right now I have 6 of each. So I'm going to take this layout sheet here and set these off to the side. And if I cut this whole stack, that's going to give me 18 total, but I only need 16. So I'm going to take 1 of each color off. So 1 of the A's, 1 of the B's, and now I'm just going to cut 4 in this stack. So 12 plus 4 will give me the 16 that I need, 8 of each color. And it tells us to sort these according to color. So I'm going to go ahead and stack all, this time we're stacking all of them under the same sheet. I'm going to stack all of the A's under a sheet, all of the B's under a sheet. So we're going to have 8 under each one. Okay, so now I have the A's, all 8 of those under one template layout sheet, all of the B's under the other one. I'm ready to proceed exactly as I have on all the others. I'm going to cut on all of the different lines, and I don't know why this says cut line 3, 4, and 5, but 3 is the smallest, so we'll start with that. I'm going to cut on all of these lines, paper clip them, and go ahead and put them in a binder clip. Notice that they all say D1, so I don't care what order they're in for now. we'll do our stacking whenever we're ready to sew. One more thing that I wanted to point out to you, these don't actually specify a sew side, but if you recall from working on the flying geese in the C group, the sew side, when we have one, when it's not our very first piece, is going to be this long side. So I've put the paper clip on the long side, and then I'm going to paper clip all of these together just to keep them together in my bag, or binder clip these together to keep them all in my bag.